Okay, so we did a video of the inside, and now I want to just do a quick little video of the outside. Um, Outside here at our home was probably just as important as the inside was, because we had a beautiful yard, and we really took advantage of everything out here. And this was just an awesome place to grow up. The famous shed. And looking at the back of the house here, again, the porch and stuff wasn't there before. That's just new as of the last couple years. The driveway next to where the car is, when we were kids, there was a big white birch tree there in the middle of the driveway. I could remember. And Dad and I built this pole barn long time ago. And of course, Dad would never have a house without an American flag flying at it. The backyard over here, one of Briar's favorite areas. Get the fire pit down here that currently has a train table sitting on it waiting to be burned, and you can see the pile of wood down there. Dad was quick to mention just a few minutes ago that the wood pile was getting a little small and they needed to get some more wood cut for the fire pit here. Back here, neighbor's house back behind us. It was the Smileys when we were growing up. And you come down this path here, which we spent, gosh, I just can't even begin to describe the amount of time that we spent back here. You can see where the boards are here. This was our old tree fort. I fell out of that tree fort once, got the wind knocked out of me pretty bad, and Dad was telling me a story about Tammy getting hit with a board up in that tree stand. But out here, wintergreens galore. Briar had trails, and all the grandkids really, Kevin, Megan, Morgan, Braden, Briar, playing out here and picking huckleberries. Shoot, even back when I had a dirt bike when I was probably 10, 12 years old, I used to ride laps around the yard out here in my dirt bike. Going way back, this area right here, we used to have a chicken coop, and we raised chickens at one time. And we had a dog named Susie, and Dad had to put Susie down because Susie liked to get into the chickens. And Dad said, we need chickens to eat, and we're not going to eat that dog, so we either got to have a dog or we got to have chickens. And so we had chickens. This berm here was me and Dad's shooting spot. I literally learned to shoot a gun here. I learned to shoot a bow here. And this sand hill or berm is responsible for basically me learning to even hunt. And, the first deer I ever killed were out in these woods out here. Dad standing over by the apple tree. Many apples off that apple tree. And actually, right where he's standing used to be our swimming pool. Used to be right here, the big deck and slide. How many apples did you get off that tree, Dad?
Oh, 300-400 probably.
300-400 over the years? Probably even more than that, huh?
Maybe even more than that, yeah.
We used to get in trouble by Mom for stealing the apples to take out for the deer, huh?
Yeah.
Dad, do you remember what used to be right here in the yard?
Pile of junk.
No. What used to be here when we were kids?
Oh, the camper was parked there.
No, right here when we were kids. Swimming pool.
Oh yeah, the swimming pool. Yeah.
Who used to take care of the swimming pool?
I did.
Who was supposed to take care of the swimming pool?
You kids.
But you ended up taking care of it for us?
Yes, I did everything.
Yeah, you were a good dad. You still are a good dad.
After a while, I was the only one who used it, I guess.
Yeah, so we took it down, huh?
Yep.
It's tough. Dad's home away from home. Well, you can see this square here if you shut the door. Once upon a time, believe it or not, I used to play basketball, and Dad put that tape on the door so I could learn to pass. And I used to pass basketballs against the wall there. Dad's shop. Got a few things left in here. We're just gonna leave them for the next owner. They'll appreciate it, I guess, or whatever. Stuff we couldn't sell or whatever. But when I was a kid growing up and we built this, it didn't have a concrete floor for a long time. We used to work on cars out here in the gravel, especially when I had four-wheel drive trucks. And then after a while we put the concrete down and everybody was here. Claire and Craig and myself and I don't know, geez, cousins and friends and everything, and we had a big work day and got this concrete put down for Dad in the garage. But this was man, this was his place. This was his getaway. You know, like most retired guys, they got a man cave. This was Dad's man cave. And this is probably where he taught me more about fixing stuff and being self-reliant than anywhere else. One of my best memories here was, you can see, you know, a little ways out to the road, I used to hit golf balls here, and one day I was hitting golf balls and hit one up in the air, and it came down and it hit right on top of a car, and the car went screeching to a halt, and I took off and hid in the woods, and the guy came up and wanted to know where the kid was that hit his car with a golf ball, and I stayed in the woods until he was gone, and Mom covered for me, and so I wouldn't get in trouble with the man. But then she whipped me good after he was gone, so you know, I got what was coming to me. This pine tree that, shoot, I don't know, it's got to be 40 foot tall now. When we were kids, standing out at the end of the road waiting for the school bus, that tree was our height. It literally was the height of us kids, and you can see now it's one heck of a tree. Front yard, in front of the house. Again, it's changed over the years. The front door there, that used to be the front door, and there was a picture window there, and there was no deck or anything when we were kids. And these, most of these trees here in the front yard are sugar maple trees, and we used to tap the trees and get sap, and the wood stove that was in the basement, we would boil that down and have our own maple syrup. It's pretty cool. So I guess that's that. I don't know what else to say other than thank you to my mom and dad for giving us such a cool place to grow up. I gotta take Dad over to the closing now, and this afternoon there'll be a new family here. Any last words, Dad?
Huh?
Any last words?
Glasses don't fit no more.
Glasses don't fit no more. There you have it. So, thanks for going on a little tour with me around the Smith family house.